BigHerc916 Positivity Motivation. Never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. Also, go to BigHerc916.com, grab a bar of soap, and wash your ass. As we've seen on social media, they will throw you under the bus before you even see a day in court. Now, we know that there are a lot of things going on that are unforeseen, and we do a lot of assuming, but at the end of the day, it's what can be proven. So, still looking at this puffy thing, because everybody's been talking about it, right? But you haven't seen any of his so-called millionaire friends come to his rescue. You got a few people saying that, oh, you know, whenever a black man makes X amount of dollars or, you know, is successful, people want to knock him down. But as far as knocking somebody down, if you're doing shit, getting down, and you know what you're doing is not something that's becoming, eventually it's going to come to light. Whether it comes to light sooner than later is to be said. There's a lot of people that have got away with doing things because they paid off the right people or had the right contacts, but it doesn't mean that they weren't doing what they were doing. It just means that they were able to pay the right people and they had enough pull so that they didn't get thrown under the bus. You know, this game, this Hollywood game, the entertainment game, you know, whether it's gangster rap or whether it's being an actor, there are a lot of things that are unsaid, unspoken of, that go down that can get people caught up. And you could be riding a wave for a long time, but when that shit goes down, man, it's like the domino effect. Say, for instance, in gangster rap, you know, guys who are running around in the streets. You got a homie, he's hella talented with the lyrics, you know, he's, you know, a great writer. He can put together songs. You know, he's sponsored by the big homie. The big homie's in the cuts. He's the money man. You know, he has connections. He has street cred. He gets this guy into a situation. He gets into a label or, you know, gets a record deal, or he's making moves. Now, that guy, once he gets in that position, the square homie who's the rapper, he might start acting some kind of way. Maybe he forgets where he came from or who put him on. There are consequences to that because his whole career was based on somebody investing in him, and he seems to think that he made it on his talent alone. Well, it might just be an accident. Maybe this guy gets caught up in a situation, a random shooting, robbery, whatever the case may be. Bad situation, baby mama get tied up, anything can happen. But this is the shit that goes on behind closed doors and is not spoken of, and you hear whispers. But the rap game, I mean, you know, you got these dudes, they think these guys are homies, and you always got the guy who, or multiple guys who think that you owe them something because you're from the same neighborhood, even though they didn't participate in any of your studio time, your marketing, or any of your promotion. They feel some kind of way. So they're always plotting. Whether they plotting for where you go on tour to come back and rob you, whether they're plotting to try to, you know, bust your baby mama's cheeks, whether they plotting to try to get you set up. Maybe they are informants. They might have got busted on a janky dope raid and drug raid, and now they're like, man, I'm gonna work, and then they're gonna try to incriminate you and get you caught up in something and say that you were the one funding them on their little drug deals. And so now you're implicated as a a leadership role in a RICO. The rap game, man, is just as dirty, man. These dudes is, you gotta always be questioning who is around you. Who are these people in the studio? Who is this dude? Every time I go to the studio, every time I get my studio time, this guy's always sitting in here. Who the hell is this dude? Oh, he's just, the studio guy. No, who is this guy? And then you go to these studios, man, they got him outfitted with listening devices, recording devices. They got females in there who are set up to basically extract information, get you caught up, get you on camera, right? It's all kind of shit. And a lot of these dudes just be up in there, they game goofy, they not hip to the street code. And the street dudes, they up in there, they seeing what's going on, but they playing the distance. They see what's happening, but they don't say, they in the cuts, they know what's up, some of them. But the square dude, he up in there doing everything. He doing the Tushy, he up in there, doing the GHB, he up in there smoking the weed, he doing everything under the sun, and he hitting on these little females, and he don't even know how old they are. That's the rap side. Hip hop, music. It goes down into straight music too. They up in there, you weird perverts, they up in there trying to see what they can get, and then you turn around on the entertainment side. How bad do you want to make it as an actor? You take all these acting classes. You're a thespian. You studied, Shakespeare. You studied different playwrights. You got your characterization down. You can get into, you can cry on demand and all this stuff, but it's not enough. Are you straight? Yeah, I'm straight. Well, can I pull your wee-wee out and do your, can I touch your wee-wee? What? Yeah, man, I mean, nah, you can't do that. Well, we'll holler at you. What do you mean? I thought, well, there's about, 40, 50 guys who look just like you, but one of them will let me play with their wee-wee. That's what they do. Or they want you to bust their cheeks. And you're like, man, you want me to bust your cheeks? Yeah, bust my cheeks. Why? Well, because see, they're going to black their face up. They're going to show you, but they're going to show that you engaged in cheek busting. Now they got that over you for the rest of your career. So when they want you to play a role after they'd have made you a major celebrity, and now you got to take a role that you don't like, they got that video of you busting their cheeks. And they don't mind having a video of their cheeks getting busted because they're proud of it. Or they will have a video of you getting your cheeks busted. Better yet, to show that you participated in the trade-off. It's such a dirty game because it's not like really like business, like you're importing, exporting, or you're dealing with a commodity that's, being mined, or something that has value that's being traded. You're trading your what they consider your talent, but they look at it as your body for a position to get a lottery ticket. That shit is scandalous, man, but that's what they do. And these guys, a lot of them married, you see them, they got kids, they got families. That shit is the public side. The private side is sexualization. And it's a big part of entertainment. Nobody talks about it. I'm not here to name names. I'm just sharing with you guys that, if you think that your talent alone, or some of these people, they come out of nowhere and they get nominated for Grammys and, Oscars and all this stuff, and they're just so talented. Man, look, they showed you with, Sexy Red and some of these other talentless rappers and some of these actresses and actors that if they want to make you, they can make you. I've seen where there's actresses on the set, and because of nepotism, they can't even remember a line, and they will take hours to get 3 lines, 4 lines recorded, filmed, because that actress's dad is a major producer, and she's getting her career off the ground, but she cannot act to save her life. But she didn't have to let her cheeks get busted because her daddy's connected or her uncle's connected. But that guy over there who came from the outside in, man, he had to do some shit. And then see what happens with these guys in the industry when they have to do some shit. They want every other guy to do the same shit they had to do. So now you got these dudes who, oh man, just like on the streets. Oh man, I got quoted in, you got to get quoted in. So you got to take an ass whooping. You got to take a fade back to back with, 10 of the homies. You got to take this ass whooping. Or you got to take the, we're gonna rap pack you. You're going to have to take this whooping. Because I had to take it back in the day. It ain't changed. You got to take it. So in Hollywood, when it comes to the grooming, man, if this dude got his cheek busted when he was a young, child actor or, teen actor, he's still scarred. And rather than, say, hey, I'm going to maybe try to do something different. See, either you go all the way and you become just a devout Christian and you say, man, I'm cool with this, or you continue in that field, and some of these guys do the same thing that was done to them. They groom these young people, they bust their cheeks, they sexually exploit them, they just continue, and it's a cycle. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. The only people I would say who could avoid a lot of this in entertainment and music is people whose family members are, grandfathered in, their uncle was a producer or label owner or writer or director or, worked at a studio or was an actor or actress or, producer. If you're connected like that, then it's different, man. So that's why a lot of people change their last names. You see they don't, if they're related to somebody, but they don't have the same last names because they cover up their tracks because they want you to make you think they made it off their talent, man. But it's not the case. These people have been put there because of their connections. But you coming in, you want to be down so bad, you got to ask yourself, are you ready to get your cheeks busted? Are you going to let your cheeks get busted to get success? Are you willing to do some tushy? Are you willing to do, the pink cocaine? Are you willing to party, drink, and do, sexual things? Are you down for that? If you're down for it, if you're willing to, at all costs make it, then yeah, you might make it, or you might just do a lot of this stuff and, be waiting on the sideline and be like, damn, I did all this and I still can't get on, and be angry. Or you'll make it and be in the circle and be smiling up there, but every time you look down and you see that person in the background or you see that text, you know that that's the one who touched on your wee-wee, the one who busted your cheeks. And they will remind you from time to time that you're owned. That we maybe have you on camera, that we maybe have something on you. And this ain't nothing new. The Playboy Mansion had cameras everywhere. A lot of these other places, these houses, these mansion parties, they've had cameras every different places. How do you think they control people, man? They can't let you get up there and just have your own agenda. You got to roll with the team. This puffy thing, everybody all surprised, and it's like, dude, come on, man. You think that everybody outing him, man? Look, somebody taught him the game. He just carrying it on, and whoever he's working for, he's doing what he's supposed to do because he's getting the bag. And they getting, they controlling, they pulling strings. Imagine if you've had all these parties and somebody put you up on game and people were so relaxed because they're seeing all these celebrities doing all this freaky shit. And then your partner, whoever that person is like, hey man, shoot me the tape with so-and-so on it. I'm trying to do a business deal and I need to close. You got that tape. This person's prominent. They got a family. They got a reputation. That tape is worth hundreds of millions, if maybe billions of dollars for a deal that's trying to get closed, whether it's an international or a domestic deal, whatever the case may be, whether it's food and beverage, whether it's commodities. You don't know who came through and party and you got them doing some freaky shit. Some dude getting his salad tossed by an R&B singer, or this celebrity, busting the cheeks of this somebody who's not of age. Man, you don't know what they got, man. That shit is power. That's real power right there. You're making moves and you need to close deals, and you got politicians and these people in politics, they all want to hang out with celebrities too. They want to say, oh man, I know so-and-so, man, I'll party with them, and you figure, like I said, there's a time where the party becomes the party after the party. And if you ain't with, they see you're not really drinking, we ain't seen you do no drugs, somebody's been watching you, they escort you out the party early. You got to go, the party's over with. And you leave and you just still see these people in the house, but you're not a part of that game. And it's better yet, you weren't a part of that game, but it's a bigger game at play, and you see who your real friends are. A lot of these people, you don't see them coming to Puffy's defense. Oh man, that's bullshit, man, blah, blah, blah. Because look, they don't know if they're on tape. And, this shit, it shouldn't surprise you when you look at how that industry works. I mean, a lot of people just squared up. They don't even understand. They see these dudes, yeah, man, they gangsters, but man, they ain't no gangsters. These dudes they done did all type of weirdo shit, man. These dudes that's all a front. And then they got a couple hitters in there who have no talent, and anytime somebody does something, they just, they're like missiles. They send them out. But these dudes, they're totally compromised. These dudes is not cut like that. They're weirdos. So, hey, I'm just giving you some game because I hate to see young people get caught up, out of desperation. You want to be famous so bad. You want to make it so bad. You want to be a part of the industry so bad. You want to help your family. You want to show that you can bring something to the table, but there's a trade-off, and, you never know when it's going to come back, and it has nothing to do with race. It's just when you're playing the game, man, and there's always a bigger person controlling the game than you. So just realize that. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick up some merch, and represent. I didn't start off as a bad kid. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey, against all odds.
Are you tired of smelling funky? Have you lost your ad? Go to BigHerc916.com and get your nutsack right.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in exclusively at freshoutseries.com.